Republican Congresswoman continues to refuse to pronounce Vice President's name correctly in a bigoted
Right.
rant. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, Lauren Boebert, give me some of that fucking good, dude. You little freak.
I assure you today that privacy is not the only right this so-called Equality Act, this Inequality Act.
Like, people try to fucking act so hard to make this dipshit back there that I can know. I immediately clocked by his fat nussy. Lindsey Graham is like a legitimate Republican. You know, he's one of the good ones or something. You know, like, oh, he was best friends with the Maverick, John McCain, whatever. But like, he's literally standing in front of two of the most unhinged psychopaths. Like, these guys are literally trying to one-up one another with, like, who can be the most fucking deranged.
Act will take a blow at. As the mom of 4 boys, I am raising my boys to be men, and I am darn proud of that. As a parent, I rely on friends, family, and faith.
Wait, maybe that's not Lindsey Graham, actually.
To guide me in
Is it?
raising my children.
I don't think it is. Never
You know
mind.
who I don't need?
I fucked up the nussy, dude. I might be fucking up
Proud
on the
of
nussy.
that. As a parent, I rely on friends, family, and faith to guide me in raising my children. You know,
People like this run our country because people like you won't step up to the plate. Dude, people like me will never be able to run this. Me, myself, personally, will never be able to run this country. And the reason why I will never be able to run this country is because I don't have the fucking clean record that you need to have. The unrealistic clean profile that you need to fucking have. Look at what happened to Jank. Like, he ran and he got fucking owned into oblivion. That's it. They will always use your words against you. They will always use your words out of context and make you fucking seem like you're a white supremacist even. Like, that's... The New York Times, straight the fuck up, called Jank a person who was in agreement with David Duke in a debate that he was having with David Duke. The difference is she has a party apparatus and a media apparatus, more importantly, that will defend her fucking insane takes. I do not. There is no Democratic Party coalition that is going to... There is no Democratic Party coalition that's going to be like, yeah, let's fucking back this anti-capitalist leftist candidate that is running against a Democrat in a position of power. That's never going to happen because Democrats, establishment Democrats specifically, absolutely despise leftists because leftists make them look like hypocrites. They want to be able to constantly, when they get to power, constantly say, oh, we just simply can't fucking move forward with the things that with the values that we espouse. When people start saying, no, you can't actually fucking move forward, you're lying. And a great example of this actually is currently happening, and it ties back to the $15 minimum wage argument with what's currently happening in the Senate. Okay? And I'm going to get to that in a brief moment. But the Democratic Party hates people that say, no, you're fucking wrong. You could actually override certain things and push for a more significant change.
who I don't need in helping me with my parental decisions? I do not need the help of the United States federal government. Congress is replacing mom and dad with bureaucrats. Under H.R. 5, parents who choose not to subject their child to puberty-blocking drugs, cross-sex hormones, they could have their children removed from their custody. Under this legislation, making that rational decision not to inject your child with these drugs and blockers, which can lead to brain damage, sterilization, and increased risk of cancer, is considered child abuse. Is that really where we've come to?
Wait, what?
Under this Democrat regime.
First of all, refusing a medical procedure that is necessary for your child's upbringing is still endangering your child. And yes, you could be subject to punishments or even having the government take your child away from you. Okay? That's one. Just because you disagree with the medical procedure does not fucking change the reality that it's still a medical fucking procedure. You can argue and say this medical procedure is crazy, blah, 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 or lie and make it seem like doctors are like, yeah, you need to make your son your daughter now. You need to do this forced feminization immediately because I'm a libtard, by the way, and I want to make every male child a female now or some shit, but like that's not how this works. I don't know. I don't know like how else to fucking go over. I don't know how else to talk about this. It's literally the same argument as saying, like, I am not going to get the tumor in my child's fucking brain removed because I feel like, medicine is the devil's work and I would rather pray the tumor away. And if I'm not mistaken, puberty blockers are not exclusively used by trans people. Oh my fucking God.
Which controls Congress. The arrogance of the radical left will lead them to...
Bro, it's literally like, it's kind of like saying, diabetes medication is being used by the homosexuals, and therefore I no longer want insulin to be priced appropriately. Well, it's not, well, let's say in a fucking theoretical future where like insulin is priced like it is in Canada or some shit, no more insulin because the homosexuals they're using it too. They're going on their cock journeys and then they're taking insulin right after, and therefore we do not want anybody to use insulin no longer. My dog got upset when he heard Lauren Boebert's voice.
To try to regulate and control every aspect of your life, including how you gender your children. Is Kamala Harris going to apologize to the girl who will lose her athletic scholarship to the boy who outplays her? Will Joe Biden?
The fucking Joe Brogan takes, dude. Yeah. Yeah, you don't understand, dude. Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal of parents, is to force feminize their fucking sons so that they can own women, because that's the radical 10-head play by misogynistic parents. Like, this is the same argument that fucking people launch towards gay people all the fucking time that is no longer considered to be acceptable. I said this yesterday with the Glenn Greenwald takes, okay? You don't fucking choose to be gay, you just are gay. You don't choose to be trans, you are trans, okay? Holy shit. No one is literally like, oh, I'm going to go through the HRT and the process of coming out as a trans person, okay? And live my everyday existence constantly being subject to scrutiny by other random fucking strangers exclusively for the memes. So that maybe I can get a better, maybe I could beat some people and, win my high school soccer games or some shit. It was psychotic.
Tell the parents of the girl who gets her skull crushed how fair that is.
What?
And will Nancy Pelosi...
Sounds like some pussy shit to me, brother. You don't want... Hey, wait a minute. You don't want your women to play contact sports? Is that what you're fucking saying? Like, as though girls are not capable of fucking crushing the skulls of other girls. And as long as a trans girl is playing, then all of a sudden, boom, instantly, skulls are being crushed. And again, this all ties back to the conspiracy that... trans women are just like faking it. Again, like they're always faking it. I know she's referring to the UFC fight between a trans woman and a cis woman. I know that she's referring to that. But again, this is tied back to the fucking idiotic and insane point of view that like the government is operating on a forced feminization agenda. Okay?
Please explain to our daughters why boys pretending to be girls are leering at them in the girls' locker room. When we say the left is unhinged, this is exactly what we are talking.
Ugh, I despise these people so much. Okay, like forcing your child or pushing your child not to get fucking medical treatment is psychotic, and you're literally endangering your child. And in extreme circumstances, yes, the child protective services could potentially get involved. Okay, it's a deterrence measure. You understand that with every other thing that happens in the world. Just because you disagree with like some applications of hormone blockers, okay, just because you disagree with some applications of hormone blockers because you are some fucking bigoted psychopath, doesn't change the reality that it's still an ultimately good thing. And limiting something that is, at least with current research that we've seen so far, that greatly improves the lives of trans people, limiting a therapy and limiting a medical procedure that greatly, as far as we know, improves the lives of trans people exclusively because you're like worried that, you know, one trans girl might actually outcompete the other cis girls in like some fucking bumfuck Iowa town is completely psychopathic. It's not a fucking argument, okay? And the argument that people make about trans sports is basically to ensure that no trans people exist. It's never actually a prescriptive solution. You understand? They never make an argument to say like the prescribed solution to trans people in sports suspiciously never revolves around like, well, here's how we can solve the problem. It's literally, the problem is no trans people playing sports at all. That's it. Sorry for the misogyny that I'm about to say, but absolutely zero people legitimately care about women's sports to this degree, okay? If that was the fucking case, then, you know, there would be higher ratings for some of these events. I say this as someone who doesn't care about male sports or female sports. I just don't care about any fucking sports. But, like, it's ridiculous. It's completely fucking ridiculous. And the counter to that is like, so what do you want? You want a fucking trans? You want a trans male to fucking to compete with the women? Like, I don't get it. Like, is that what you want? No, you just don't want trans people to compete. You also don't want trans people to exist. That's it. Because the counter of that is never talked about, right? The counter of that is literally never talked about. I love women's sports. These people only care about it. Only care when it's about trans issues. Literally, it's the only time when they bring up women's sports. Yeah, exactly. What's your take on Fallon Fox beating up cis women in an MMA league? Like the one fucking person. The reason why people bring up arguments from like 2017 is because one fucking time. It happened one fucking time and Joe Rogan cannot shut the fuck up about it. So let's just ban fucking trans people from competing in sports altogether. And not only that, but let's fucking literally ban a therapy, a medical procedure that trans people need. Okay? That improves their lives. Because Joe Rogan keeps fucking talking about the one fucking time. Well, by the way, that woman also got their shit beaten out, didn't they? Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, it's one instance in a long career of getting their fucking asses beat. All women's titles would be held by trans women. Well, that's funny you say that because trans women are fucking exist and compete in these sports already, and they are not fucking winning the titles. So shut the fuck up. And even if that was the case, who gives a fuck? Like, literally, who gives a fuck? When you say all women's titles would be held by trans women, you're basically saying trans women aren't women. You get that, right? Like, that's all you're saying. Yeah, okay, trans women hold all the titles. Who fucking cares? They're still women. The fuck is the problem? It's such a dumb fucking take. Like, it's such a dumb take. And ultimately, it's a transphobic take. And let's be fucking real. The people that are transphobic oftentimes are also super fucking misogynistic. You don't give a fuck about women's sports. Shut the fuck up, okay? You literally don't. I don't, and I'm being honest with you. You only are doing this specifically so you can fucking try to sneak in a couple transphobic takes, okay? You just do not care. You literally do not care. Jesus Christ. The most, like, women's sports have been talked about. I think we should honestly throw out any doping laws at this point as well. Bring on the mutant leagues. Am I right? By the way, I unironically believe that. This is a position I've held for a very long time. I think performance enhancing drugs should be regulated heavily, but allowed in leagues 100%. And they already have it. So who gives a fuck? Just regulate it and make sure that, you know, like, you got it, brother. Hey, you did it. You did it. You said fuck trans people, dude. Oh, that's so fucking cute, man. Oh, no. You triggered everyone. We're so worried that you were transphobic. Oh, no. Oh, no. I need to get my transphobic takes out. No, 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 no. Oh, I got banned. It's 1987 George Orwell Animal Factory. This is just like Tom Nook. He banned me. Oh, no. No, George Orwell. Anyway. Rand Paul likens transition surgery to genital mutilation during trans woman's confirmation hearing. Yeah, okay. Wait. Is Rand Paul a based intactivist then? It's telling that you never hear stories from the other female athletes about what their perspective is. It's always right-wing politicians reflecting their opinion on something they don't even care about. No, some girls every now and then, like some fucking high school valedictorian from like some bumfuck town will literally come out with a New York Times piece just to like get their fucking moment in the spotlight. It does happen. And then these same psychopathic turfs will never shut the fuck up about it. And it's the same concept as like Joe Rogan being a consistent Karen about like Fallon Fox. And that's the reason why you hear the same takes over and over again. I just don't care. So don't come to me with this bullshit. I legitimately do not fucking care. Okay? I'm sorry. I legitimately do not give a single fucking shit that, you know, like trans women are beating cis women in sports. It's not even fucking real. It's not happening. That's why you have to consistently go back to the one fucking time that it happened in like 2016 or some shit and still talk about it over and over again. And I think that performance enhancing drugs all across the board are fucking good for sports and make it more entertaining. You are making an argument, so you do care? Yeah, I'm telling you why I do not care about the fucking other side of this argument. And neither do you, by the way. Yeah. Let's start an NBA league for under 6 foot. It's really fucked up. Why are conservatives going all freak on this culture war stuff? It's asinine. Because they have nothing else. It's over. We're back. We're back. Obama era culture war shit is back. Politics is good again. You understand? I said this over and over again when Donald Trump lost. What did I tell you? Once Donald Trump is gone, we are going to go back. Nature is going to heal, and people are going to start talking about SJW grievances, and the other side is going to fucking retaliate. And I'm going to be in the middle, sometimes taking a position when the liberals lose their fucking minds over some shit that's like stupid. And conservatives are going to be losing their minds consistently over every fucking thing on the planet, like Mr. Potato Head becoming Potato Head. Yeah, nature is fucking healing. But now you're smarter because you went through the Gamergate shit and you now understand. You now have a better understanding of why these things happen and why these people think about and talk about these things relentlessly. Back to brunch, baby. Where are the checks?
Thank you.